Welcome back. Let's continue our coverage of today's special voting. Our reporter Aviwe Mtila is in Buffalo City and he joins us now for more. But also we have Manqoba Mchunu in Mahiking as well as Govan Whittles in Gqeberha. Let's start with you, Manqoba, there in Mahiking. How are things going in terms of special voting there? Is everything going smoothly?
Well, Masih, what you're hearing from the IC so far is that it's been a smooth start to the special votes here in Mahiking. And I can tell you that we are here now in Danville, which is just outside of Mahiking, in Ward 17, where a majority of the special voters have registered here. There are over 227 people that have voted or registered here in this particular place to vote today. And we're here with the IEC as they're visiting one of the homes here. And they're visiting the home of Mama Anna, who is 80 years old. And of course, she's one of those that had applied to register or to vote today in this election. And I just want to quickly speak to Mama Anna about her expectations and why she has decided to vote. But of course, they're still going through the processes that they have to sort of follow when they are carrying the special vote. And we have been accompanying the IC from house to house. They've visited just about 5 of those families of those special vote candidates that are registered here in this election. Just quickly, Mam Anna, before maybe possibly you cast your ballot, let me just find out from Mam Anna why she's voting today. Mam Anna, tell me, why is it so important for you to vote today? What are you voting for? Not the party, but what are you hoping in terms of your vote will do? You can prat Okay, so what do you want to see change in your community? Why did you feel so important to vote today?
Moet vote, want die probleem is die ons bly hier so, julle maak nie vir ons skoon nie, die mense, hulle maak net, hulle mors, die gooi die goede hier, en ons is groot mense. Ons respect julle, julle moet ons respect. Soos die municipaliteit ook, hy moet ons respect. Nou, ons kan niks doen, nie kan gorere baan, ja, no.
But do you see any services in this particular area? Are you happy with the service delivery that is here?
Oh God, nou wat? Ja, hier is geen diens nie. Nothing. Hagona. No service. Bona hela mashwe yanka. Mara kimlata hagao hana khuptusana. Na ke sheba mutimwame.
And so the streets, I see there are potholes on the streets. There are issues with water. Those are some of the things that you want to see change in this community.
Die krag gaan oor uit every day. En met sie siami mara. Hy ken alleen maar die hoofdwele met. Ek het nou in die maand, ek het ons kwart zeg. In die maand ek het 2 keer gebetaal, 300. Maar ek ken moet pension.
So the water is very expensive, ma?
Ja.
Okay.
Hy is, want kyk hier so, as jy nie water het nie, ek meen nie, as jy water het, jy kan daarom drink, dat jou mag vol raak, as jy nie kos het. Moet hele soekering.
No, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Ja, no?
Okay.
Gakie wat ek sê, nou my laat toe, kahore gakie moet amo laat toe, en gakie wat hulle goed dieren jy na my laat.
Don't worry, ma. Okay, well, that was Mom Anna just sharing to us why she is voting today. Of course, some of the issues that many of the community members are raising here are issues around service delivery. They'll continue, of course, to cast her ballot here right now. But I'm just going to step out to show you that process while I explain Masiho. She basically is saying that the issue of water is among one of the major issues that is of concern here. The potholes on the roads, the streets, I can tell you that they're littered with potholes. Everywhere you drive, there are potholes. So this community is saying that they feel left out, they feel forgotten by government, and that's what they're hoping to change with this election, hoping that they will get better services from the municipality. And of course, Mom Anna saying that the issue of water is quite a contentious one. She says she pays quite a high bill for water here in this area, which is not something that she takes lightly, given that she is a pensioner and she cannot afford to pay exorbitant amounts for water.
All right, let's move from where Manqoba Mchunu is in Mahiking to Aviwe Mtila in the Eastern Cape. Aviwe, you are hoping to follow IEC officials who are making their way home as well to different homes as well for special voting. How has that been going, and how do they feel about their safety with coronavirus still with us?
Well, Maseko, we're about to move out with the IEC officials this very moment, visiting those homes for the home visits. We'll be visiting an old age home in Southern Wood, as well as an area with less disabled people. It's just in order for them to cast their vote. At the current moment, I'm at the City Hall, where it's been a slow day. They opened at 7 a.m. Up until this point, only one person has cast their vote, and the ballot box is behind me. The IEC officials are just right across opposite us over there, and they tell me they're expecting at least 15 people that are registered to come through to the City Hall and cast their vote. One of the voting stations around East London, and you can understand also the party agents here, sort of like the watchdogs of this votes as they come along, making sure that everything is done to the T. In fact, I'm going to speak to one of them, Johan from the ANC. Thank you for joining us at eNCA, but how's it been going so far this morning?
So far, I've been here since 6:15 waiting for the voting stations to open, and so far it is going well. We had one voting special votes now, 25 to 9. Everything is fine. There is no problems or anything as such, and I hope it's a fair and election.
Okay, I want a fair and free election. I want to move on to Abongile to get a sense of what the party agent's role is here. Maybe give our viewers an insight of what you guys do at these voting stations.
Yes, we are here to look out everything is going well, so that no one will say something wrong about what we are doing here, because some people, they do such things that are dodgy. So we are here to look on that.
The watchdogs. And sadly, so far there's been one vote, but anything out of the ordinary so far?
Now, as well here, the South African citizens, as they are expected to come with huge numbers today, more special votes persons. And now I think maybe as time goes on, maybe they are going to enter this station.
Okay, time goes on, maybe they'll come. We're expecting 15 in total, Maseko, but we're about to move now with Sis Tembisa, just the IEC official here, just to show us these old age homes where these special votes will be cast. And of course, we'll be bringing you that as it happens.
All right, let's move now from Aviwe Mtila, who is in East London, to another part in the Eastern Cape where Govan Whittles is in Gqeberha. Govan, it seems a very slow start in some areas where Aviwe is, for instance. What's happening where you are?
Gqeberha, and this area is a ward which was won by the ANC in the 2016 elections, and it's one of the areas where the ANC hopes to perform much better than they did the last time, and where they hope to record a more decent voter turnout. And at the moment, from a superficial reading of how things have started and how the campaigns have been going, it looks like the ANC's rival factions have united in this municipality, and they're getting ready to take back control. There certainly is an air of confidence among the governing party structures, but of course the city currently governed by a coalition government with a DA mayor, a UDM deputy mayor, a number of other smaller parties supporting that coalition, and the ANC in the opposition benches. Before we get into who might win this municipality, let's hear from some of the party agents and people working for the parties about how it's been this morning and how it started. Let's begin with you, Mr. Mongami Makhala. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Makhala. So, are you happy with how the special votes have started this morning and the IEC's preparedness?
Yes, we are very happy. We've been here since something to 6 o'clock, and we've had about 4 to 5 candidates, 4 to 5 voters who have come in to vote today. Well, the IEC has been ready also, except just that, their voters' roll is not in alphabetical order. Now, that's a bit of, it's going to cause a lot of delays and other names might not be found, because now you can imagine there's a lot of people on the voters roll and they're not in alphabetical order. So, well, they might be prepared, but not as much as we would have loved to.
All right, let's move on to Mr. Sindiso Mlonyeni. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Mlonyeni. So, could you tell us if you're happy with the preparedness in terms of meeting the COVID protocols? Are you seeing enough PPE? Are you seeing that the area has been cordoned off correctly?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, I must say that we are quite happy with the preparation so far, and we've been here very early in the morning. We've just seen now IEC presiding officer leaving for home visits, and we are following them, making it a point that we do see the process and oversee that it is fair and it is without prejudice. So far as it is, we are happy. We are in this.
Let me just leave you with one last question for each of you. How many voters are you expecting to get today?
Well, we are expecting an overall of 50% plus 1 in Nelson Mandela Bay. We are gunning for 50% plus 1.
All right, thank you so much. How many voters do you think will come out here to this voting station today and vote?
For today, a special vote in excess of 100. Okay. We should be getting.
All right, it is just the start of the election, Masego, and as you can see, it might look like a slow start, but there is an air of confidence among some of the parties, and it does look like the IEC has gotten off to a faultless start, at least here in Kwadwesi, in Gqeberha, where we do expect the mayoral candidate for the Democratic Alliance, Ngaba Banga, to conduct a little oversight visit just after 11, and then of course we'll move to different areas and see how the different parties are interacting with the IEC. Of course, speak to the IEC as well about how the process is so far.
All right, thank you very much. That was Aviwe Mtila in Buffalo City, Manqoba Mchunu in Mahiking, as well as Govan Whittles in Gqeberha.